Alright guys, so with Coromon's mobile release and the 1.2 version update coming to all platforms, I wanted to put out a fun video discussing some of the new story implications present within the game that we kind of got teased at in the recent mobile release date trailer that we discussed in yesterday's video. Now that being said, obviously there will be spoilers for the main Coromon storyline. However, with the story receiving some changes, I'm not so sure there'll be spoilers anymore. But that being said, we will be talking about the current endgame and what I think will happen with the mysterious blue men, so make sure to sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Okay, so first things first, if you weren't already aware, the way the story goes currently is that there are these blue aliens called Woobians that have come to Earth in order to use it as a vessel for their own planet's Titan in order to save their people. Essentially, our world is made up of 6 elements, whilst the Woobian homeworld is only made up of 1, dark energy, which is a very powerful element. The game progresses with you receiving various Titan essences from each of the main bosses until you reach the Water Titan, who has been possessed and corrupted by the Woobian Titan, and you must defeat it, and then the game kind of ends from there. This ending always just felt like kind of a brick wall. You basically show up expecting to fight the 6th Titan, which presumably would be a precursor to the final bout against the Woobians, but it turns out it's all sort of just wrapped up in that one battle. Why didn't the Woobians try to stop you from challenging their leader? How powerful is the Dark Energy Titan by itself without possessing anything? It's questions like these that are left unanswered and sort of leads to a little bit of dissatisfaction. Now that being said, we see in the mobile update trailer that there is a much more dramatic spreading of dark energy throughout the world, leading me to believe that the new story is going to have something to do with the Dark Matter Titan actively infecting things to a much greater degree than what we saw. Furthermore, I think the devs have been listening a lot to people's feedback regarding the ending, and I could definitely see a case to be made that we will be likely fighting a new final boss and be able to fight the Woobians as well. Since the game's release on Steam, we've had access to some of the assets, and there is a normal water type version of the Water Titan present in the game's assets, despite it not actually appearing. This leads me to believe that they might just bring the Water Titan back to being a regular Water Titan, followed by that sort of apex boss at the end. We also see in this trailer this crazy explosion of the elements in the water area, which is corrupted red, and I think this definitely could be the birth of some crazy final enemy. Either way, I definitely think a new ending and a few minor plot differences will definitely breathe some new life into the game, and I'm excited to cover it for you guys. I know this video is kind of short, but I really just wanted to talk about Coromon right now because I'm really hyped for it, and I think it's going to be an interesting topic moving forward, especially with so many people waiting on the mobile release, and I'm really hoping the game sort of just blows up. That being said, if you want to stay up to date on all the latest Coromon news or just monster taming videos in general, definitely subscribe to the channel for daily videos. You can check out my Twitter and Discord linked below as well, and consider checking out my Patreon and channel memberships if you want to go the extra mile in supporting the channel. Speaking of which, special thanks to my supporters, especially Jim Hamilton, Drow Ghost, Dark Persona, Exodus, and Candy Marunci, and I'll see you next time. Peace.